ఇది మ్యూట్లో పెట్టి వాళ్ళందరికీ
పెట్టలేవా?
పెట్టగా
ఇక్కడ కొట్టాలి వాళ్ళు ఎవరిది
ఆ పిల్లని అడుగు.
పాప ఒకసారి మెంబర్స్ మ్యూట్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయండి? అక్కడ కొట్టాలి, అక్కడ కొట్టాలి.
ఆ,
అదే మైక్ దగ్గర వాళ్ళు ఎవరు మైక్ దగ్గర వచ్చిందా?
Yeah.
కొట్టిన సినిమా ఏదో పెద్ద మనిషి పాత పంచే మన పేద సంబంధించుకొని 10 పైసలు ఇస్తా అని చెప్పారు. ఎందుకన్నా 10 పైసలు? అరే వాళ్ళు బతుకుతారే, ఆయన క్రైమ్ చేసుకున్నాడు, కమిషన్ మనకి తెచ్చిస్తాడు.
హలో
కరెక్ట్ గా అడిగిన
హలో
అవురా ఇంగి వరగొడుతున్నాడు నా పుణ్య కమజోరు చేస్తా కొట్ట ఈ
హలో హలో హలో
హలో
కొద్దిగా మ్యూట్లో పెడతారండి. కెన్ యూ ప్లీజ్ మ్యూట్ దెమ్? దర్ ఇస్ ఎ లాట్ ఆఫ్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్. Very good evening, friends.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Today we are going to discuss Western political thought. As we all know, there are two areas in the globe, the Western side and the Eastern side. The philosophies that have emanated from the Western world are called as the Western philosophies. The philosophy that has come from the Eastern world is called as Eastern philosophies. In the Western philosophy, which is also known as Western political thought, we have Greek political thought, Roman political thought, the English political thought, the German political thought, likewise. This is all called as the Western political thought. For the Western political thought, the Greek civilization is considered as the home ground. So, the Western political philosophy or political thought has emanated from the Greek city-states. During the ancient times, there were smaller states, smaller countries, or smaller areas which claimed themselves as the nations. Small nations, they are called as city-states. So the city-states are the centers of political thought in the Western philosophy, which have emanated from the Greek political thought. So in the Greek political thought, we have three important philosophers. They are known as Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. There are three important philosophers in the Western political thought, in the ancient Western political thought. They are called as the Greek political thinkers. In Greek political thinkers, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. These are the three important philosophers. So in today's class, we'll be discussing about the Western political thought, particularly the Greek political thought. In the Greek political
Sir,
thought,
Greek city and hello.
hello,
Yes,
చెప్పమ్మా.
sir. Yeah, Greek city అంటే హలో గ్రీక్ సిటీస్ అంటే ఏంటి? గ్రీక్ సిటీ అంటే ఏంటి సార్?
Okay, I'll tell you. Greek cities, they are called as smaller stages
Ah,
in the Greek civilization
okay.
during
Okay.
5th century and 4th century.
Okay.
Yes.
During the years 4th century BC and 5th century BC, there were
Okay.
small villages. They are known as
Okay.
the
Let him tell, ma.
cities. So they are called as the Greek city-states. And each city was an independent city and it was acting like a country. It has a different political system. It has
Yes.
a legislative body. It has an administration,
Okay.
a judiciary. So it was a small unit, a village level unit that is called as city-states. It has an urban
Okay.
civilization and urban culture. That's why it is called a
Okay.
city-state. So these
Okay.
city-states were called as polis. Polis. P-O-L,
Police. Okay.
Police.
polis. So
Police.
polis.
Okay.
P-O-L-I-S.
Yes. Okay.
The activities in the polis or the activities in the city-states are called as politics. So the word politics
Politics.
is emanated
Politics.
from a Greek word polis. Polis means a small city-state.
Okay.
So the political affairs in the Greek city-state by name polis are called as the politics.
Okay.
In fact, Aristotle has written a book, Politics.
Hmm.
His famous book
Politics.
is Politics. He is considered as the father of political science.
Father of politics.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He wrote a book that is called Politics.
Yes,
Politics.
sir. Yes, sir.
The whole
సార్
Greek,
ఇప్పుడు ఫాదర్ ఆఫ్ పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ అనేది అరిస్టాటిల్ కదా సార్?
yes, Aristotle.
అవునమ్మా.
Aristotle was the ancient Greek political philosopher.
ఆ.
There are three important philosophers in the ancient Greek philosophy. They were
Okay.
born some 2,500 years back. So
Okay.
during
Yes, sir.
3rd century and 4th century BC.
Okay.
So those philosophers have written so many books.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
There is a philosopher called Socrates.
Okay.
Socrates.
Socrates has given
Yes, sir.
the theory of knowledge, the theory of knowledge.
Okay.
And his disciple, his student is Plato.
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 Wrote so many books, and among them, there are three important books:
Okay.
Republic, Statesman, The Laws. These are the three books
Ah.
written by
Okay.
Plato: Republic,
Okay.
Statesman, and The Laws. These are the three
Okay.
important books written by Plato.
Okay.
And again, the student of Plato is Aristotle. Aristotle is the student of Plato. He wrote so many books. Among them, we have the constitutions, revolutions, polity, politics. So these, Amma, please maintain silence. Hello.
అమ్మా డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఎక్కువ వస్తుంది అమ్మా.
అవునా సార్?
మా మీ ఇంటి దగ్గర డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తుంది. ప్లీజ్ క్లోజ్ ద డోర్.
So,
నో మీరు మైక్ ఆపకండి. డోర్ క్లోజ్ చేయండి చాలు.
you please keep me
ఎస్ సార్, కంటిన్యూ సార్.
this thing in mute form. Okay. So Plato has written three books: Republic, Statesman, and The Laws. And his student Aristotle has written so many books.
Yes, sir.
Among them, Politics is the main book. So politics discussed the affairs of the city-state by name polis. So the affairs of the polis are called as politics. So in today's class, we are going to discuss certain important features of city-states. We are also discussing the features of the Greek political thought. And if time permits, we'll also discuss about Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. So the first lesson is characteristics of ancient Greek political thought. The ancient Greek political thought was in vogue during 5th century, 4th century, 3rd century,
Okay.
BC. Later, this Greek civilization collapsed and Roman civilization has given rise.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is how Greek philosophy started
Okay.
in BC. The 5th century BC is the milestone in the history of Greece, where there were two wars in that century,
Yes, sir.
and many philosophies have come during 5th century, 4th century, and 3rd century. So Plato and Socrates belong to the 5th century, and Aristotle belonged to 4th century.
4th century.
So 4th century. So Greek city-states, they have a different geography. There are small states, small
Yes,
villages.
sir.
They are surrounded by hills and hillocks, rivers,
Yes.
and
Yes.
sometimes oceans. So this is how Greek city-states are a separate geographical units. And each city-state
Okay.
is bordered by natural boundaries. Natural boundaries
Okay.
means hills, rivers, oceans.
Okay.
These are all called as
Awesome.
the natural boundaries.
Okay.
Natural boundaries are there. So likewise, there are so many important Greek city-states. Among them, Athens. Athens
Athens.
is one of the famous Greek city-states.
Hmm.
And Athens is so famous that Athens has started Olympics.
ఓహో మా మ్యూట్ చేయనా సరిపోద్ది
మ్యూట్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే సార్.
దాని కంటిన్యూ సార్ కంటిన్యూ సార్
Uh, so in the Greek city-states, there were smaller units, small villages, smaller geographical units. That is the first feature of Greek city-states. Secondly, in Greek city-states, among the people, there are two types of people. The first type of people are called citizens. The second types of people are called
Okay.
general people who are not citizens.
Okay.
And thirdly,
Okay.
there are also slaves, the slave
స్లేవ్స్
class,
అంటే బానిసతనమా సార్?
Banisal. So
బానిసలు. ఓకే.
if one man is physically controlled by other man, he is called as slave.
ఓకే.
Slavery was there in the Greek city-states.
ఓకే.
So the citizenship in Greek city-states was limited to only a few people who are intelligent. Not
ఓకే.
all people are citizens.
ఓకే.
Only people who participate in the affairs of the government, and those people who has the ability to give judgments in case of a
ఓకే.
conflict, they are only called as slave. They are only called as citizens. So not all people are called citizens. So
ఓకే.
other people who are not citizens are called as subjects. They are only called as subjects.
సబ్జెక్ట్స్.
And the third
ఓకే.
class of people are called slaves. So this is how there are three types of people. One is the citizens who have rights, functions, duties, and everything, who has the power in their hands. They are called as the citizens who can actively participate in the affairs of the government, who can also participate in the administration of justice. They are called as the citizens. The second group of citizens, the second group of people are called the subjects. The subjects are the normal people who do not have any rights, who do not have the citizenship, who do not have the freedom or rights, and they only have to perform their duties. This is the second class of people. And third class of people are called slaves. Slaves are either mentally or physically handicapped, or those people who do not have intelligence and controlled by intelligent people. They are called as the slaves. This is how the citizenship was not given to all the people. This is called as the Greek idea of citizenship. The Greek idea of citizenship says only those people who can participate in the affairs of the government and who can participate in the administration of justice are only called as citizens. Not all the people are called citizens. So this is their conception of citizenship. This is the second
Okay.
important feature. And thirdly, Greeks have a separate view of law. They have a separate view of law. They considered law as the rule from a supreme mind. Intelligent people, among the people, intelligent people, the
Okay.
supreme people, the
Okay.
people with higher intelligence only make the law. So higher intelligence people can have the reasoning, rationality. So the law is a product of the intelligence. That's why Greeks believe that law is always supreme. They should respect
Hmm.
the law because law is given by intelligent people. Law is having its rationality. That's why the third important aspect of Greek citizenship, Greek city states, is law, their conception of law. So the first one is Greek city states have a separate geographical identity. Secondly, Greeks' idea of citizenship. Thirdly, Greeks' view of law. And fourthly, Greeks' view of justice. Greeks' view of justice is also something different. According to Greeks, justice is a political value, it is a super value. In any society, people should get justice. When do we need justice? When we are facing injustice, we require justice. That's why there is also an English saying justice presupposes conflict. When there is a conflict, we require justice. So, when we face injustice in the form of conflict, then we require justice. That's why Greek says that justice is a super value, it's a political value. And this justice is, is to be established by the government. The government should establish justice in the society. It should provide security to the people. It should do all the productive things for the people. It should provide all the basic needs to the people. That is the justice of the state. Then what is the justice of people? According to Greek philosophy, people should do their duties. That is only the justice according to Greek philosophy. People should respect others. People should not interfere in the affairs of the others, other people's activities, and they should get the skills in their own activity, in their own duties. That is the justice according to Greek philosophy. So the Greek view of justice is also another important aspect of Greek political philosophy. And in the Greek political philosophy, there are certain important features. These include the Greek philosophy never mixed their arguments with religion.
Yes, sir.
They did not give any importance to religion or superstitions or anything. They give importance to rationality, reasonableness. So they believe only those things which are visible to them.
Okay.
Suppose if there is a unscientific thing or blind belief, they simply rejected it. That's why in all the philosophies of Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, we say rationality. They don't resort to blind faiths, they don't resort to unscientific statements. That's why Greek philosophy is very rational. The rationality is the main important aspect of Greek philosophy. Secondly, Greek philosophy never mixed its concepts with a religion. There is no place of religion in their political philosophy. Religion is a private affair. People may believe in God and they can worship every day, but that's a private affair. In the morning or evening or in the afternoon, every person can pray, can worship the God, and he can believe it's his religion. He can perform its religious rituals, but that's a different matter. That's only a private matter. They did not bring religion into philosophy. So, in all the discussions of government, in all the discussions of the state, in all the public discourse, there is no place for religion. So, this is another important aspect of. This is also called as the secular aspect of the Greek philosophy. So, Greek philosophy is very rational. Secondly, Greek philosophy is very secular. And thirdly, Greek philosophy experimented with the governments. Greek philosophy has classified the governments. How many types of governments are there? Which government is better for which country? Suppose there are 4 or 5 city states are there. Athens is one city state.
Yes, sir.
Sparta,
And
city state.
Sparta. Uh,
And likewise,
mhm.
Cretu, Credo.
mm,
Crito.
mm,
So these are some of the city states. So suppose if democratic form of government is better for Athens,
ethics.
Athens is the
Athens. Athens. Athens
Athens,
అనేది ఒక నగరం అమ్మా.
ఒక నగరం,
Mm, okay.
ATHENS,
Okay,
ATH,
Yes.
sir. Okay,
Athens,
sir. Okay, sir.
where the modern Olympics for every 4 years we
Ah,
our play.
Olympics.
Yeah, Olympics so originated in Athens some
Yes,
yes, sir.
2000
sir.
Yes.
years
Yes,
back.
sir.
So
Alexander also came from that place.
yeah, Alexander also came from that place. So
Okay,
this
sir.
Alexander is the disciple of Aristotle.
yeah, Alexander is the disciple of Aristotle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aristotle's
Aristotle.
student is Alexander.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
so this is how the political philosophy of Greece have experimented with the governments. Suppose democracy is good for Athens city state, and military dictatorship is good for Sparta,
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
and monarchy is good for Cretu, and aristocracy is good for Credo. So likewise, they experimented with the governments. So there are different forms of governments. There are different types of governments. So people, particularly the philosophers, have made experiments and suggested which government is better for which city state. So this is really an intellectual contribution of Greek philosophy to the modern philosophy. So this is another important aspect of Greek philosophy. So let us recapitulate all the characteristics of Greek city-state and features of Greek philosophy once again. Firstly, Greek city-states are the small geographical units like a village or like a small town. They are known as city-states. In Greek language, they were known as polis. So the affairs of the polis or the affairs of the city-state are known as politics. So this is the first characteristic of city-state. Secondly, the Greek city-states are surrounded by natural boundaries.
Break అవుతుంది సార్.
Yeah. Greek city-states were surrounded by natural boundaries like trees, forests, rivers, mountains, hills and hillocks, oceans. They are the natural boundaries. So just like Himalayas in India,
Hmm.
that separates China and India. So Himalayas is the border for India and China. It's a natural border because nobody has constituted Himalayas. Himalayas have naturally grown
Hmm.
between two countries, between India and China. So that's why Himalayas is considered as a natural boundary. Likewise, Indian
వాయిస్
Ocean.
కట్ అవుతుంది సార్ మరి.
uh, Indian Ocean is
మీ
the
వాయిస్ కట్ అవుతుంది సార్.
you see it now?
It's right, sir.
ఎస్ సార్, ఎస్ సార్. ఇప్పుడు
Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean is the boundary for Sri Lanka and India. It separates India
India.
and Sri Lanka. So these are called as the natural boundaries. Likewise, there were natural boundaries to separate one city-state with another city-state in the Greek civilization. So the second important aspect is Greek civilization has so many natural boundaries that separate city-states. And thirdly, Greek city-states have three types of people. Their people have three classes. One class of citizens, one class of people are called as citizens. The
Citizens,
second class of citizens are subjects. And
subjects,
third class of citizens are called slaves.
slaves.
There are
Spanish.
three types of classes in the Greek civilization. That is also another important feature of Greek city-states. Among the citizens in the Greek city-states, not all the people are called as citizens. Only
Okay.
those people who can actively participate in the affairs of the government and those people who can actively participate in the administration of justice
Okay.
or giving judgments are only called as citizens. Not all people are called as citizens. So their
Okay.
definition of citizenship is something different. Today, for example, in India, we give citizenship to all the people. Whoever is born in India, we give citizenship. Simply irrespective of age, irrespective of caste, irrespective of religion, irrespective of religion, region, we give citizenship to all the people. This is called universal citizenship. But this
Yes, sir.
concept was not there in the Greek city states. According to Greek city states, Greek
సార్
philosophy.
మీరు సిటిజన్స్ అంటే మళ్ళీ చెప్పరా సార్?
Emma?
సిటిజన్స్ అంటే మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్పరా సార్ డెఫినేషన్?
Edamma?
సిటిజన్స్ అన్నారు కదా సార్, ఒకసారి డెఫినేషన్ చెప్పరా?
Yeah, citizens are the people
Ma,
who can actively participate in the affairs of the government.
ఓకే.
who has who has
Those,
actual rights to do
yeah, they can actively participate in the affairs of the government.
participate in anything.
Yeah,
Yes,
ఓకే
they
sir.
are
సార్.
called as citizens. Not all the people are citizens.
ఓకే సార్.
Secondly, those people who can actively participate in the administration of justice. Those people who can actively participate in the administration of justice. They are called judges, or they are also called as the citizens.
ఓకే.
The idea of citizenship, according to Greek city states, is something different. There are three classes of people in Greek city states. The first class of citizens are called people are called citizens. The second class of people are called subjects, and the third class of citizens, say people, are called as slaves.
ఓకే.
There are three classes of people.
ఓకే.
This is the fourth important aspect. And fifth one is Greeks have given importance to law.
La.
They have considered law as the product of rational thinking of intelligent people. Intelligent people rationally think and they make the law. That's why law should be given respect. Everybody should be obedient to law, law obedience. Because law is originated from an intelligent mind. It is rational, it is reasonable. That's why everybody should obey the law. So this is called as Greek's idea of law.
ఓకే.
And the fifth one is Greek's idea of justice. Justice is one of the political values that was given importance in Greek philosophy. In the Greek city states, the city state administration has a justice and people have a justice. And administration or the government in the city states, they consider justice as providing security to the people, providing basic needs like food, clothing, and shelter to the people. That is called as justice according to the state in Greek civilization. And for people, justice is everybody should do hard work, everybody should bring expertise, skills in his own profession, and he should not interfere in other people's activities. That is the justice to the people. So, this is how justice is given a clear definition by the Greek philosophers, the Greek city-states. This is also an important aspect of Greek philosophy. And Greek philosophy has, that's also called as Greek political thought or Greek thought. What is thought? Thought means a thinking
Thought
process.
thinking
Thinking
process.
process is called thought. So Greeks thought about politics. The political thinking of Greeks is called as political thought. In the Greek political thought, we have three main philosophers, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. So these three great philosophers have given certain features for the Greek philosophy. The first one is Greek philosophy is reasonable and rational. It did not believe in unscientific matters, unscientific beliefs.
అంటే
That is one.
రేషనల్
Rational and irrational. There are two types of things. Rationality means reasonableness. You have to believe only those things which are visible to you, which you can see. That is called rationality. Rationality means reasonableness. Irrational means blind faith. If you have a blind faith, that is not good. You have only faith, but that is not reasonable. So, Greek philosophy also is very rational and reasonable. It did not believe in unscientific matters and it did not believe in blind faiths. So, rationality is the first important aspect of Greek philosophy. Secondly, Greeks gave religion a second place. They have never given, say religion a first place. They have given religion a second place, and religion is a private matter. They did not bring it in the affairs of the government, or they did not bring it in the affairs of the market or any other public place. Religion is a private affair according to Greeks. This is the second important thing. And thirdly, they did not mix religion with politics. They did not mix religion with administration. This is called secularism. So these are the important features of Greek philosophy. So if you turn to page number 9, I suppose, you have certain questions. Describe the nature of the Greek city-states. As I have told you, Greek city-states have certain important characteristics. It has separate geography. It is a set of states, city-states are called as Greek city-states. And this Greek city-state is called as polis. Each city-state is called as polis. Polis means city-state. So the affairs of the polis are called as politics. So their city-states are separated by natural boundaries like rivers, hills and hillocks, oceans. They are called as the natural boundaries. And thirdly,
పాలసీ వాడేనే పాలిటిక్స్ సార్
polis, polis,
ఓకే
P-O-L-I-S, P-O-L-I-S,
ఓకే సార్
the word polis.
పాలిస్ వాడిని పాలిటిక్స్
Polis నుంచి politics. Word
Okay,
politics is emanated from polis.
Yes, sir.
And Greek philosophy centered around the city-states. The study of city-states is called as Greek philosophy. Greek philosophy is very rational. Greek philosophy is very reasonable. Greek philosophy is secular, and it did not mix with religion. And religion is not mixed with administration. And Greek philosophy gave importance to law. Greek philosophy has given importance to justice. And Greek philosophy has clearly defined citizenship. What is citizenship? So these are some of the important aspects of Greek philosophy. So this question will definitely come. And second lesson is Plato. Plato is a great philosopher. As I have told you, three philosophers are very important in Greek philosophy. One is Socrates, the other one is
Socrates,
and third one
Plato,
is
Aristotle.
Aristotle.
Yes,
In
sir.
today's class, we'll also be discussing about Plato. Plato born in 5th century BC. That means 2500 years back. 5th century BC is born. And Plato has written so many books. Among those books, there are three important books: Republic, Statesman, the
Yes, ma'am.
Laws. Republic, Statesman, and the Laws. Republic, Statesman, the Laws. Three books written by Plato. Plato, in all his great books, has applied the deductive method. His method of inquiry, his method of philosophy is called as deductive method. What is deductive method? Deductive method means he observes the society and he brings some features to the society and he bring out one person from the society and he sees the same qualities of society in that person. That is called as deductive method. So he has applied deductive method in his philosophy. With his deductive method, he says in every human being, there are three qualities. There are three qualities in a human soul. In every human being, there are three qualities. One is reason. Second one is appetite. The third one is courage. The first one is reason. The second one is courage. And the third one is appetite. Reason, courage, appetite. Reason, courage, appetite. These are the three important qualities that are found in every human being. Reason, courage, appetite. What is reason? Everybody thinks and everybody believes what he see and what he hear. So that's called as reasonableness. Without reason, he does not do anything. He does everything based on the reason. So reasonableness. This is also called as rationality. So reason is there in every human being. That is the first quality of human being. Secondly, in every human being, there is courage. Courage. What do you mean by courage? Courage means bravery. Brave.
తెలివైన
Brave.
వాళ్ళు
Emma?
తెలివైన వాళ్ళు అంటారు కదా సార్.
మా డేర్నెస్ అమ్మా ధైర్యం.
ఓకే
Yes, yes.
ఓకే సార్.
Brave. As Sar has rightly put it in Telugu, it is brave, bravery. Actually, all our police people, all our armed forces are very brave. Or our soldiers, they are very brave. They even face the terrorists and they put down the anti-social elements with all their bravery and courage. So everybody is brave. Everybody has an element of bravery. In everybody you find braveness or bravery and courage. This is the second quality of a human being. So as I have told you, there are three qualities in every human being: reason, courage, appetite. Reason, courage, appetite. The first one is reason. The second one is courage. And the third one is appetite. What is appetite? Appetite means desire,
బ్రేకప్
want. Everybody has some wants. I have some wants. You have some wants. And everybody have some wants. Wants means needs. Everybody has needs. Everybody has desires. These desires are called as appetite. So nobody, you can't find anybody or nobody without any desires. Everybody has desires. Everybody has wants. So these are the three qualities that are found in every human being: reason, courage, appetite. Reason, courage, appetite. These are the three important qualities of a human being. So A human being with these three qualities are called as tripartite man. Tripartite man. Tri means three. Tri. Parts of man. Three parts of man. Tripartite man.
Okay.
Tripartite. In every human soul, there are three qualities: reason, courage, appetite. Reason, courage, appetite. These three qualities are there in every person, according to Plato. But Plato says these three qualities are not equal in all the people. In some people, you find more reason. In some people, you may find more courage. In some people, you may find more appetite. So, not all people have the same qualities and same quantity of qualities. Some people have more reason. Some people have more courage. Some people have more wants, more appetite. That's why, according to Plato, based on these three qualities, three types of people can be classified in the society. Based on the three qualities of a person, people with more reason are one type, people with more courage are another type, people with more appetite are called as or third type. There are three types of people. Let me tell you first from the beginning. The tripartite man. The tripartite man means in every human being there are three qualities. What are the three qualities? Hello?
Reason, appetite, courage.
Yeah,
Yes.
reason, courage, appetite.
Appetite.
Reason, courage, appetite.
Right.
Reason, courage, appetite. So these three qualities are not equal. In
Okay.
some people, you may find more reason. In some people, you may find more courage. In some people, you may find more appetite. So Plato classified people into three sections, three social classes. The first one is people with more reason. The second one is the people with more courage. And the third one is people more with appetite. So there are three sections of people. People with more reason, people with more courage, people with more appetite. So the first type of people are called as philosopher kings. The first type of people with more reason, they are called as philosopher kings. They are called as philosopher kings. And second type of people with more courage, are called as soldiers. Soldier. You know who is a soldier? Is an armored
Sainikudu.
forces man. He
Yes.
can protect the boundaries of the country. He can also control the anti-social elements within the country. He is called as the soldier. So he should have courage. So people with more courage in the city states were classified as soldiers. This is the second type of people. And thirdly, people with more appetite. People with more appetite are called as workers. So there are three social classes in any society: the philosopher king's class, the soldiers class, and the worker class. The philosopher king class, the soldiers class, and the workers class. The philosopher king's class, the soldiers class, and the workers class. In philosopher king's class, which type of people are there in the philosopher kings? Hello?
Region,
Ah,
sir.
sir.
Reason. People with
Yes,
more
sir.
reason.
With
People with
reason.
more reason are called as philosopher kings.
Philosophy.
People with more courage are called as
Courage. More with
which type of people?
soldiers.
Soldiers. Wonderful. And people with more appetite are called as
Curse.
Workers. Workers. There are three types of people according to Plato. These are called as three social classes.
Okay,
There are
sir.
the three social classes in the Greek city-state or Greek civilization.
Okay, sir.
So, based on a person's abilities, in every person there are three qualities: reason, courage, appetite. Based on these three qualities, people with more reason are known as philosopher kings. People with more courage are called as soldiers. People with more appetite are called as workers. So these
Workers.
are the three social classes: philosopher kings, soldiers, and workers. Philosopher kings, soldiers, and workers. Philosopher kings, soldiers, and workers.
Workers.
These are the three social classes in any society. And next thing is how to identify. How to identify the people who has more
Like,
philosophy, who has more reason, or who has more courage, or who has more appetite. How do we know that a particular person has more qualities, more reason, or more courage, or more appetite? So for this, Plato has given the scheme of education. Scheme of education. He has given a scheme of education and he asked us to conduct the examination. By conducting certain examinations, we can identify which quality is more in every person. So, according to Plato, the scheme of education decides the social classes. The scheme of education decides the social classes. According to the scheme of education, all the children were given education by the government, and these children are to be educated up to 20 years. That's called the primary education. Up to 20 years, there are three stages from the time of birth to sixth year, 0 to 6. That's called as the first stage of education. From 7th year to 14th year, that is the second stage of education.
Yes,
And
sir.
from 15th year to 20th year, that's the third stage of education. All the three stages of education are called as the primary education. After the primary education, at the age of 20, an examination will be conducted. An examination will be conducted. And those people who pass in the examination are eligible for higher education. Those who fail in the examination become workers. They become workers in the society. So those who pass in the examination are qualified for higher education. And those who fail in the primary education become the workers. So one working class have already come at the age of 20. So those who pass in the examination at the age of 20 years, they were given education for 10 more years, up to 30 years, from 20 to 30. In fact, higher education is given from 20 to 35 years, from 20 to 30 and 31 to 35. So up to 35 years, education will be given. So from 20 years to 30 years, for 10 more years, education is given. At the age of 30 years, another examination will be conducted. In that examination, whoever is passing the examination is given higher education phase 2. And whoever is failing in the examination becomes a soldier. Becomes a soldier. And whoever in the pass in the examination become philosopher kings. So these three social classes, philosopher kings, soldiers, and workers. These three social classes are decided by way of examinations. At the age of 20 years, examination will be conducted. Those who fail in the examination will become the workers. At the age of 30 years, another examination is conducted. Those who fail in the examination can become the soldiers. And at the age of 35, all the remaining people are given jobs as philosopher kings. So these are the three important social classes according to Plato. Plato has given these three social classes based on his scheme of education. And scheme of education is having certain features. In Plato's scheme of education, it is a mix of general education and professional education. He mixed general education and professional education. And Plato is the first philosopher to provide us the scheme of education. Nobody in the history provided the scheme of education before Plato. Plato is the first philosopher who provided the scheme of education. That's why Plato is remembered even today, because he is the person who gave importance on religion and education. He has given importance on education. So he has also provided a scheme of education. According to Plato, there are 5 stages in education. First 3 stages in primary education and 2 stages in higher education. First 3 stages in primary education, 2 stages in higher education, total 5 stages in education. In the first stage of education, from 0 to 6 years, all the children are to be given education on values, behavior, words, proverbs, drawing, painting, and small language, rhymes, just like we give rhymes to LKG and UK students. Plato also suggested that small songs are to be given to the people. Small music is to be given to the students. This is the first stage of education, that is called primary education. From 7th year to 14th year, students are to be given education on mathematics, sciences, environmental studies or social studies, language. So, in this age group, they are also given physical training to the students. So, this is the second stage of education. And the third stage of education is from 15th year to 20th year. And in this age group, students are given adventurous sports. Adventurous sports means climbing the mountains, horse riding, swimming, besides the science, mathematics, social studies, likewise. So, till the age of 20 years, the primary education is given, and at the end of primary education, an examination will be conducted. And whoever pass in the examination, they are eligible for higher education. And whoever fail in the examination, they become workers in the society. The first social class, that's called the worker class in the society. And those who pass in the examination, they can continue their education, higher education. So from 20 years to 30 years, 10 more years of education is given. And in that 10 years time, all the people are given training on law, economy, political economy, justice, mathematics, commerce, and other things. At the age of 30 years, the second examination will be conducted. And those who fail in the examination can become the soldiers. They become the soldiers. The second class is called soldiers. And those who pass in the examination, they become the philosopher kings. They become the philosopher kings. So the philosopher kings take their education from 31 years to 35 years. They are given education on law, justice, public administration, how to govern the people, how to make the laws, how to make the people accountable, how to control the law and order, and all other things. So these three social classes, the philosopher kings, soldiers, and workers, are classified according to the three qualities of human being through education. Through education. This is called as Plato's scheme of education. Plato's scheme of education. So according to Plato, there are three social classes in the society. Who are the three social classes? Hello?
Region.
According to Plato, there are three social classes in the society. Who are the three social classes?
Philosopher kings,
Ah,
soldiers, and workers.
soldiers and workers.
Soldiers and workers.
The first class is philosopher kings. The second type of class is soldiers.
Soldiers.
And the third type of class is workers. And Plato has also given another theory called the theory of communism. The theory of
Communism.
to the philosopher kings and soldiers. That's called as philosopher kings class and soldiers class. And these two classes are given the theory of communism. And these two classes, philosopher kings and soldiers, they should not marry. They should not have marriages. They should not have family. They should not have property. Because if they have family, they have property, if they have property, they have marriage, they may become corrupt. So, in order to make the society without corruption, he wanted certain people not to marry. Among the three social classes, the philosopher kings, soldiers, and workers, two classes are called as ruling classes. Philosopher kings and soldiers, they are called as the ruling classes because they rule the country. And these two classes should not have the system of marriage. They should not have the marriage. And they also should not have the private property. They should not have a private family. Likewise. So this is called as Plato's theory of communism. Plato's theory of communism. In tomorrow's class, we'll discuss the Plato's theory of communism and Plato's second ideal state. So Plato has two important ideal states. One is the first ideal state that is called as republic, and
Yes, sir.
second ideal state. So these things we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much. Hello.
Important questions చెప్పలే కదా సార్.
But tomorrow we'll discuss the important questions.
Important questions, sir. And will be exams there.
Okay, but tomorrow we'll discuss.
Sir, thank you. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Amma.
sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And tomorrow same time, sir?
4:32,
4:32 and 5:30.
5:30.
Okay, sir.
Is it convenient to you?
Convenient, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Link. How to send link?
Hello. Yeah.